Today on Broncos Actually, we're joined by class of '08 alum Jason Khalipa, whose victory at the CrossFit Games led to NCFIT. So, how did it all begin?
Started working hard in the gym, selling gym memberships. I'd spend most of my day in the morning at school, and then in the evening, I would spend most of my time at work. The owner of the gym really kind of took me under his wing and taught me a lot about entrepreneurship. Naturally, when I graduated from college, I really wanted to open up my own CrossFit gym. And I ended up winning the CrossFit Games, which kind of gave me a platform to build off of. And so then that's how we started. A single location, 1,500 square feet.
What was your after graduation experience like?
It's a much different approach than what most people think of when graduate from Santa Clara. They think they're going to go into the tech world or they're going to go get a job at PwC or whatever it is. And for me, it was more about following my passion and aligning that, opening an old school business. And then as that evolved, we then got into corporate wellness, and then we started scaling through digital. We rebranded from NorCal CrossFit NC Fit with this theory of we were born in NorCal. This was where the center of innovation, that's our proving grounds. But now we've expanded all over the world to spread fitness.
How big is NCFIT now?
It's about 100 employees, and that's been a huge learning lesson, right? You go from being a one-man show, and then as you want to scale and grow and develop, you need to learn how to lead and manage and create a team.
How did SCU prepare you for this experience?
When you're doing your capstone or you're doing these different projects where you have to work with a group of people, learn people's strengths, their weaknesses, how to work together. That's really important moving on into the real world. You are going to be working with other people. It's a requirement. Doing that in college was a really great foundation to then build on. I also took an international business course that was fascinating to me at the time because it was taught by a professor who had a lot of practical application, which was always something that I was interested in. It turns out that when I graduated from college and I opened our business, a couple of years later, we would then expand into 8 additional countries. That international business course I took really was profoundly impactful on me because it was just a lot of stories. And those stories ended up really coming into play when I was opening locations in China, Philippines, Singapore, Malaysia. You would recognize the different cultures coming to the table with different experiences.
What's it been like in the pandemic?
We recognize obviously a greater need for digital products. It put us in a better position to scale digitally because we already had our own app. So that was great. But our brick and mortar locations were shut down. We shut down 20 of our own sites. That was tough. We had to pivot and recognize, hey, look, this is going on. It's outside of our control. What's in our control is looking for new opportunities. And through this chaos, what opportunities will present themselves? And so we were able to roll out our own license model during this time, expand into digital, which has been really rewarding. And then now our gyms are getting back up and running. So it's been exciting.
Why is having empathy important to you?
Empathy is super important because the unique thing about our industry is it's really easy to judge people, to look at them and say, why haven't you exercised? Why are you eating that way? Those people have made the hardest decision of their life to walk into our gyms, and it should be our job to make them feel comfortable and to take them over that next step. They've already done the hard work, which is coming in or engaging with us in some way, shape, or form, calling us, whatever. And that for them is a really big deal. And so I think we meet people where they're at. For us, we have to be an organization that cares, that wants to recognize that each person is in a very fragile state when they come to us. Even if they're super fit, they're looking for something more. And we have to listen and take what they're saying and then evolve it to help them get where they're at. And we have that responsibility. We have a responsibility when someone walks in the gym to either make a huge impact and change their life or turn them away and have them go down in the opposite direction. And it's up to us and the coaches to be empathetic, to be understanding, to share our passion with them and to potentially take them over to reaching their fitness goals.
How do you build empathy with your clients?
Having a coach is the key. We guide them along that journey. What type of fitness should they be doing? What should they be eating? Things of that nature are really going to be important for us. That starts the one-on-one conversation, right? Shaking someone's hand, asking them their goals, and how do we help them get there? As an organization, start off one handshake, one engagement at a time. Then you grow and you get coaches. And then those coaches start to impact more members. Ultimately, over time, our goal as a business is to expand to impact the greater communities. The coaches make an impact, the owners make an impact, the members get an impact. We take all these members and then do something good for the greater community, taking this overall network and then going and supporting greater causes. We're big believers in blood drives and supporting pediatric cancer because our daughter had pediatric cancer.
What does the entrepreneurial mindset mean to you?
If you want to open up a company, that's great. You could also go bankrupt. With that risk and reward comes more opportunity, becomes more opportunity for failure also. Everybody has some unique set of skills. I really believe that. If you could refine those and figure out what that is, You could be a vital part of a company, but maybe that's not as the CEO, maybe that's as the CFO, but your contribution is not more important or less important than somebody else's. You're just finding your niche and you're getting after it. Any sports team, before they go out on the field, they want to have the confidence that they're going to win the game. What have you earned in your life to give you the right to feel confident that you're going to do well? If you don't have that, go seek it out. Go find mentors, go find experts, go be in the trenches, because it's not as easy as it seems. And then once you've been in the trenches for a while, like I did from the age 15, working the front desk through college, I had the confidence to be able to go and feel comfortable signing my first lease. When you sign your first lease, it changes you because the clock starts ticking and you got to pay rent every single month.
Can you talk about the AMRAP mentality?
As many reps as possible. We're fighting against the clock. Right now, I haven't done anything else but look at you and have this conversation with you. I wasn't distracted on my phone. Once we started, we're in. That's the way I try and live my life, where when I'm with my kids, I'm with my kids. When I'm with work, I'm at work. When I'm working out, I'm working out. And I AMRAP each facet. For a while, I was competing at the highest level in CrossFit, building a multinational business, and I have a wife and 2 kids. How do you try and balance those things? And I think for me, I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out too often. And so by AMRAPing each area, it really helped me to be present and focused, get the most out of each one.
Thanks, Jason. Everyone, be sure to subscribe and check out our next video.